Hey, good evening. Good Friday night. So we've got some VTE Chronicles that we're going to get to. If you weren't aware, when we were live last night, when I was done, apparently she went live for 2 hours. And she was hella triggered. Hella triggered. So I can keep it a good reaction. I only watched about, 15 or 20 minutes of it this morning. And then I had to get to work and do work, have a life. And hey, Julia. Hi, Kelly. Naya, welcome. Glad you all can be here. And so we showed the video last night, and she went live afterwards, and she was triggered. She was not a happy camper. So we're going to get to that in just a minute. I did want to bring up, there was this is in Argentina, massive explosion. Some kind of a thermal power plant or something. I'm still trying to get more info on it. And huge explosion. There's a couple of videos. Once it was on fire, people started recording, and then the thing blew up. And it was horrible. It's really bad. If there were people in there working, I don't think there's any survivors, because the whole place, the entire property is just up and in flames right now, and they can't even begin to entertain the notion, are there any survivors? Are there any victims? There are people that were injured that were just outside of that explosion area, but later on I'll catch up with that after we're done here. But that's pretty bad. Punky, hi Punky, hey Julia, Vivid Punky. I like that. Hey Kelly, yeah. It's we were talking about this yesterday. It's a funny thing. The story baseline, I guess, is consistent, but some of the details have changed over time. Hey, Valley Girl, and that'll probably trigger her too as well. Yes, TGIF. TGIF. So we've got, what do we got? We've got still 2 more weeks of Thanksgiving. For some reason, I thought it was next week. So yeah, that's got time to shop. Turkeys were under $1 at Walmart. Yeah, usually those prices don't happen until like the day before Thanksgiving, or a couple days before, they start to drop in price. Sorry, they start to drop in price, but this time, almost 3 weeks out, and they were already cheap. Yo, I'm not monetizing. What up? Dory is around. Dory's around. Let's see what happened to this. All right, there it is. Anyway, that video she did, it is a little bit long, and we can skip through parts of it, although I'm not sure which parts, because I haven't seen it. I've only seen the first 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to get it started, because I really don't want to see the entire 2 hours. Um, I'm not monetizing. You know, when I saw the explosion, I looked to see if it was Venezuela. I was like, oh, did we bomb them? But then I saw it was Argentina. And I was like, all right, not yet. I do think that's going to happen, by the way. Somebody convinced me that it could happen at any moment. So I started going on X and a bunch of news, world news, and I'm reading and I'm looking at what kind of equipment we got over there. And it seems like we are poised for something against Venezuela. So we shall see. Oh, which one were you talking? What were you talking about? I thought that's what you were talking about. So anyway, I think I'm going to get this video started because, like I said, it's a couple hours. I don't know what's on it beyond 20 minutes. As predicted, she went on the attack a little bit, or a lot, depending on how you see it, on me. But you know, it's, I don't know. I'll be interested to see. Is we ready? Is we ready? Let's do it. Is it just me, or does she not look well?
Oh my goodness. It's an old song. Hello. Hi there, Miss Diane Horton. If y'all can give all your prayers and positive vibes to Miss Diane Horton. She's going through something. How's everybody doing? Hi there, Miss Marlene. Hi, Ida. Christina. Thank you. Thank you. I did something today that usually I don't do it. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I usually do not. You know, let's just say, you know, there's a certain, like, you know, a process that women go through. I have not gone through that yet. And so when that happens, I don't go work out that day. I don't like it.
I think I'm trying to figure out what process is she talking about. Well, she's talking about your monthly period. Like, why is it wrong to say that? Why don't you just say that? I don't know.
I don't like it at all. I don't like it. And today I said, you know what? Why? Why not?
Okie Willow, welcome.
Oh, these are amazing. These are amazing. These are the most amazing that I mean, you can find. Hello, this is Vanessa Tejerina coming at you live here in the Rio Grande Valley, South Texas. I had to deactivate. I had to reactivate earlier because people don't believe me, but like, I have my team of lawyers that are, have to represent me, right?
Right.
Because I'm not gonna get, I'm not the kind of person that can get assigned, you ain't gonna do that to me. Give me an assigned defender. Get out of here. I don't think so. Anyway, but then I have another set, right? Just waiting to clean the clocks of these people. I'm not even kidding. And so sometimes I have to go back in there and get some information. So anyway, these are amazing. These are amazing. And when I tell you, I mean, they are amazing. Go look up these are the Bose. There's two different kinds, but these are the Bose ultra quiet, they're the Bose quiet ultra. Anyways, they're the most expensive ones, and I love it because here in the house I would wear for a long time, for many years, because I'm autistic. I have a hater that's watching my my video. You've been using my videos, haven't you? Right? Haven't you? Right? You don't go work out. I mean, it's obvious. And you have a stage, right? People like authenticity. That's the one thing that you don't have. You do know that that's why you're unlikable, right? That's why even your haters would rather want you to shut the fuck up while I'm talking. Do you remember that? When they'd be like, can you just shut up, sir? Gosh, she has us blocked on everything. We come over here to Kumbaya and hate on her, and you don't shut the hell up so we can hear her. They don't go there for you. They go there for me. Because you can't do something like this. Because a big jump scare, first of all. You'd probably be liable for whatever happens doing that stuff up there. Anyway, one of my haters thinks that he has some kind of ability to diagnose people. I'm not even kidding. This man, who I do not think has any kind of formal training in any kind of anything regarding the lifespan development or anything regarding autism at all in any way. I mean, what kind of business do you have trying to say that people have autism or not when you're there selling, Mary Kay, hawking Mary Kay and Avon, whatever it is. Anyways.
Wow. She really burned me. Whew. That was scathing.
I have auto sensory processing problems, right? And these are the best headphones. I mean, you have to be so careful with these because there's a setting where you can just take out all the noise. It's weird.
It's called noise canceling.
You can't hear nothing. And I don't think people realize how strange it is to hear nothing at all. It's like you're in a capsule. Yes, he's been here. He showed my video from yesterday. Ain't nobody want to see that face. Hey, people would rather see me in my damn car. I'm being serious. And he paid all kind of money for those StreamYard bullshit, and let me go ahead and act like if I'm some kind of Tom Brokaw here, and let me go ahead and I'm gonna be on the small screen now, I'm gonna be on the big screen now, right? Never mind that I make a living by selling Mary Kay and Avon, which wouldn't be such a bad thing, but the thing is, you talk a lot of shit about me. Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
You do. I was looking.
If you have to tell yourself that to make you feel better, well, I mean, you're going to do what you're going to do.
You're on the board of directors. Wow, you're not on the board of directors anymore on the Brownsville thing, right? Right?
Am I?
Anyway. These are amazing. These are amazing. You put them on. Like right now, they're not even... they weren't on. They kind of freaked me out. Like right now, they just turned on. They turn on. And then it went...
You know, I was going to say, I've had my Bose Quiet Comfort. Well, the latest pair I had since 2019, 2018. And then before that, I had the original Quiet Comfort for years and years. So they've been around for a long time. Need to get out a little more.
Right to the setting where I can't hear nothing.
That grammar is wrong. You can't hear nothing. You mean you can't hear anything. You get it?
I can't hear nothing. It's probably not safe sometimes, unless you have somebody else in the home with you or you have cameras in the home. You know what I mean? These are expensive. These are worth it. Now, some people, and I don't care. You see, I don't make money off my Facebook, okay? I just don't. And so when I like something, I'll talk about it. You've never seen me talk about these headphones. Yeah? No, they're Bose. They're Bose. Like Bose, the brand Bose. Like the brand that has dedicated itself to, you know, bringing you the best sound possible. Right? With his... I know. Ni tienes vergüenza. You don't even know whenever I say things like that, right? Because you're just like that other hater that passed the hate baton to you. And how sad for you. You know the truth's gonna come out eventually. You're so sad and nobody wants to listen to you or hear you. You have no charisma, nothing at all. You're completely flat effect, everything, right? That you win and you bought the No More Cheesecake Lies page. What a loser.
Really?
I can't even talk to you in text mess or nothing like that because you're not from here. You're really not one of us.
I'm not from here. I'm not like one of you. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But at least I've been many places around this country. Traveled quite a bit. And I don't think you've ever left this area but once, maybe twice. But that's okay. I don't care. What you just said, I'm okay that I'm not from this area. I've been here long enough, or I feel like I am from here, but my home and my heart will always be in Chicago, which is a much better place because you're not there.
You're really not one of us. You can tell. You can tell. You can tell. You can tell.
Yeah, I've only talked about it a million times that I'm not from here. So, good catch. Dick fucking Tracy. Good catch.
Crees bien chocante. Eres bien chocante. Eres bien chocante y ni tienes nada. 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 Ni eres un hombre by the standards, you know? Not even that. Vendiendo Avon or Mary Kay como una abuela, como una señora. Como una señora. Y ahí andas en la noche. And there you are, all day long, trying to be a broadcaster.
You know, you got to have a few income streams nowadays, but At least I'm not selling my ass at the truck stop, I'm just saying. I don't have to do that.
Do you really think that like John Quinones is going to jump out of the back of your taco stand or burrito, whatever shit you have in the background, and be like, hey, what would you do, hater behind the mic? What would you do if we came out here and asked you, what the fuck do you think you're doing here? Like if you're somebody special. And it wouldn't be such a big deal, but the thing is, you are trying to change the minds of a woman that obviously you are so jealous of.
Oh, yeah. That must be it. I'm so jealous of you. My goodness. I'm so jealous of you. I wish I had all of your legal problems. I wish I had 12 arrests, maybe 13. I wish. I know. I can do better. I promise. I wish. Well, actually, I do have electricity and running water in my place. Oh no, I got the kids too. Well, no, okay, I can't do that. Really? Jealous of you? Shit. God, I wish I could smoke crack. Or, snort something. I wish. I wish I had a drug dealer that I can just buy stuff from, I wish. Not in a million fucking years do I wish I was like you. Not even jealous of you. Please. In that aspect, and I don't like him, but Jimmy Kimmel's funnier than you.
My goodness. I've worked harder than you.
Right.
I've worked so many more hours than you. I've contributed to Social Security and the workforce more than you ever will in your life.
Right.
Right? The object of your hate has bested you in your lifetime.
I don't know about you all, but I started working when I was 14 years old. 2 years later, I was crew leader I was 16 and I was crew leader. It was a painting crew, painting and construction, but I was in the painting department. And I was the head painter, the crew chief, and all these men, 30, 40, 50 years old, and I was ahead on top of them. I was their boss. Worked plenty of hours. For her, it's a big thing. Oh, I got my Social Security. I can retire, or whatever your minimum hours is, whatever. Like, yeah, I've had that for decades. That's your flex. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to be jealous. Damn it. I wish I worked as many hours as you in my lifetime. I wish I have. I wish. I'm so jealous of her because she's worked more than me. Oh my goodness. She's a comedian too, in case you didn't know.
In every way that matters. Right? If you all think that I'm picking on this man is a man that would put paper plates on his man chesticles and pretend that they were my breasts. I'm not kidding. No. And it wouldn't be such a big deal, but the thing is, you are trying to change the minds of a woman that obviously you are so jealous of. My goodness. I've worked harder than you. You know.
Sorry, this is so funny. I had to hear it again.
I've worked so many more hours than you. I've contributed to Social Security and the workforce more than you ever will in your life.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Right.
The object of your hate has bested you in your lifetime in every way that matters. Right? If you all think that I'm picking on this man is a man that would put paper plates on his man chesticles and pretend that they were my breasts. I'm not kidding.
Okay. That is a blatant lie. I've never done that. Never ever done that. You know who has, but you know what? Bam would do Bamessa. If you haven't seen Bam do Bamessa, someday you'll get to see it. He promised me he would one of these days. But we've had visits from Bamessa, and I think Bamessa did. Yeah, she said chesticles. I think Bamessa did. I don't think he did paper plates. I don't know where she's getting that from. You know, she likes to make shit up, and it doesn't matter what she's talking about. She likes to make shit up. I've never done that. First of all, I would never dress in drag, not even as a joke. It's just not my thing. But Bam has. Maybe he had paper plates. I should ask him.
No. He analyzes my videos.
Analyzing, more like reacting.
A man that sells, que vende, maquillaje como una señora, is analyzing my videos.
Yes, men do sell Avon. And I don't go door to door. Not that I need to explain myself to this nitwit. I got an online shop. I send a link to my regular people. You can order direct from Avon through my account. The shit gets delivered right to your door 2 or 3 or 4 days later, whatever it is. It's e-commerce. I set it up for someone else many years ago. And then I thought, Spando, I'll do the same thing. And anything wrong with that? Nope. It's just another income stream. So, sorry you're having such a tough time dealing with that fact. I didn't think that would trigger you so much.
A man who gets the most views. Because every hater that I blocked goes and congregates on his safe space for hate. Right?
Right?
Anyway, go ahead and share this video too. I'm being serious. Share this video. And you better share it too. Share it. Right? Anyway. Thank you. Ew, Marlene, you're right. You're right. No. Right. He gives me put the lotion on the skin vibes. He probably just gave up a whole long time ago. He was probably like, she's fat. She's fat, but she's short, and I'm kind of taller than her. The guy from Silence of the Lambs was able to get away with it because he was a little bit thinner and he would fatten up the girls, you know? But not that portly, man. No. That's the vibes he gives me. Put the lotion on the skin. Get out of here. Give you. Huh. I know. It's almost like he wants people to think, you know, but it's his own doing. One day, everything that they tried doing to me down here, including my local haters that went on their own little stupid ass hate page today. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be real badass, and one of us that shouldn't be involved in bullshit, we're gonna go ahead and be in the background and say, I'm not involved in this, but oh, you fucking are, because you fucking are, right? It's obvious. And then the other hater is there, all mad that they extended her court date until January, right? And so she's pushing the envelope. Like, she is pushing that envelope. And she has other ops that are hoping that she really pushes the envelope. Like, you know. And she's like that. No self-control. None at all. Right? Her name's Ofelia Moreno. I have told no lies. And her sister is Angie Gongora. You see, that's the difference between me and those ladies, is that I can say their names. But you're never going to say my name. Just like Yaya's never going to say my name. And say some shit about me that they can't prove. No, you won't. No, you will not. You will call me anything but my name. But you know why I can say all your names? Because I tell no lies.
Whoa.
Because I'm not going to get sued for
Scared
slander.
the shit out of me.
Because I'm not harassing. Because the things that I say that you've done to me are a matter of public concern.
Oh my god.
Right?
That was funny.
The other day, your sister. My sister hasn't done nothing to her. Really?
Oh man, what happened? What did I do?
Just because I haven't sat down. Remember when your sister
Shit, that was funny.
underestimated how many people actually went to elementary school, junior high, and high school with me, and knew right off the bat that she was full of shit when she said that I had a train run on me?
Sorry for the jump
The
scare.
broom. Oh, but she's done nothing, right? Right? And you and her, both of you, my reel's on my page. Oh, both of y'all have never done anything to me. You've just only defended yourself. Were you defending yourselves whenever you were calling me a pedophile? Trying to make the world believe that I was going out. And why you keep trying to claim your nephew? You all know that you're those, you know, something Diaz from the family, right? Your nephew is one of the cool ones. You wanted the world to be convinced that I knew him when he was young. And what did I have to do? I had to do a split screen of you and your sister talking shit and slandering me and harassing me while I show a screen recording of him reaching out to me for the very first time when he was 23. Huh? My goodness, did you want him for yourself? Incestuous. That's my opinion. Were you mad? Did you want him for yourself or what? I mean, my goodness. It's not my fault that I was like way past 40. Anyway. So, these headphones are wonderful because the other ones would hurt my side of my head because they were really strong and they were actually more for the use of using heavy machinery. I don't know what Yaya's last name is. I have no idea. But I'm sure if somebody found her last name, we would find. Please.
All right. Somebody was asking me in a message. You know who she looks like? I'm going to tell you who she looks like. Some of you older folk know what I'm talking about. But back in the early 80s, maybe it was late 70s, there was a movie. There was a movie called Magic. Does anybody remember that? There in the comments, I put the link to my online Avon USA page. It's all e-commerce. It's online, direct through Avon. No payment comes to me. No personal information comes to me. All I see is what was purchased, and then a couple days later, a few days later, you got your order. And right now, they're starting to offer free shipping because it's holiday season, so it's a good time to buy stuff. So that was a plug. The movie Magic was about a puppet. It was like a ventriloquist puppet who started coming alive, and I shit you not, and I'll look for it later. Looks just like that. And I'll show you later. So when I say she's got magic vibes, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see.
The evil in that woman. Maybe not for y'all, but there's a lot of people out there like me, and you all know who you are. Your discernment is right. Your whole lives, you've been those people that's like, yeah, I know you all just met that person and you think that person is like the greatest person in the world. I'm just getting a vibe like, stay the fuck away from that person. Right? You've always been like, oh, you're just a hater, but then later on, everybody finds out you're right. I know I was right. That's why I didn't get burned like y'all did. Right? I saw the evil radiating from her immediately. And you know why she will only have a hateful following? Well, because she supports hate. She's one of those that was like, let me insert myself in this Vanessa Tijerina drama, right? And let me have an opinion on her. Ma'am, lady, please, if I wanted to have an opinion on you, you'd be crying. I don't care how tough you think you are. But I'm not mean.
She said she's not mean. Good Lord. Her liabilities is showing up. Okay, remember? All right, you see this? All right? So this is from the movie. It's called Magic. All right? Don't be scared. Huh? I'm saying. I'm just saying. All right. Had to be said.
But there's so much I could say. But there are other haters. Haven't y'all noticed? Kathy Wood. Right? People that used to be my haters. Everybody uses their real name. Right? Everybody does. Everyone does. I have an issue with inauthentic people. I don't like it. I don't.
Oh, so you have a problem with yourself? All right, I can see that. At least you admit to that, and that's good.
Like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Right? Shit. I mean, even Velda uses her name. Right? Even John Allen uses his name. Ugh. Even Manny uses his name. Even Lupe Olivares uses his name. He even uses an alias. But he uses his name. But we don't know what the fuck that, in my opinion, highly evil, nefarious, metiche. I'm gonna call her mitotes, mitotera, because that's how she is, la mitotera. La puertorriqueña mitotera. Es lo que eres. Es lo que eres.
Hey, don't be talking about Puerto Rican people now. Been adopted by 2 Puerto Rican families. I lived in Puerto Rico for a little while. And it's a special place. It's also home to me. Not defending Yaya, because in reality, I know nothing about her. Just another person who inserts herself or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Anybody can give their opinion on anything. So it used to bother me, but I don't know why it did. I don't care anymore. Everybody can opine on anything they want to. Just don't be talking about boricuas like that.
Nunca vas a tener la página que tú quieres because you're not authentic. Because you hide who you really are. And there's a reason that you do it. There's a reason that you do it. And you're not going to say, oh, no, it's because I guard my privacy. Why the fuck are you on social media inserting yourself in the lives of people that you don't even fucking know, talking shit about Miss Painter and me all the time? Who are you? Let us know your real name. Huh? Just because you're taking advantage that you know the skeletons in the closet that somebody's not even hiding. I don't even hide my skeletons in the closet. I have ADHD. I cannot put shit away because I'll forget about it. I'd just rather put the skeletons out somewhere else, like on another rack. That way I won't forget that they're in the closet, because I will. We don't know about you. For all we know, you could have been locked up. For all we know, we just don't know. Don't tell me you're all about your privacy when we've all seen that video. ¿Cómo te vas a poner que hablar así de alguien tan joven en tu familia? Qué feo. Qué feo. That's what you get for talking shit about me. You said my name real strong the other day. Vanessa, Stephanie, Tijerina. But what's your name? But what's your name? You say my name real strong. What's your name? ¿Qué es tu nombre?
Yeah, guys, I need to refresh this page real quick. Hold on. I should have checked how far into the video we were. Anybody remember? How far were we in?
It's okay. It's okay. I don't really talk about that because I already have everything else too. But that is actually a really big thing. It's a really big thing. If you all think that it was a really big deal, that it was pretty harsh the way that the conservatives in the United States went after Kamala Harris, That's nothing compared to what's gonna happen to somebody that thought that they were just gonna appropriate the political persona of a woman from South Texas who's the real fucking thing. Shame on fucking you, man. Shame on fucking you.
I don't know what she's talking about. I just went forward. I put it to 38 minutes. In case you're wondering, or if people are wondering, if for some reason it's not broadcasting on my Facebook page, but it is on Manny's Hard Truth on YouTube and on No More Chisky's Lies. It is streaming there, but not on Manny Behind the Mic on Facebook. I was trying to get that going, but it's not happening, so I'll just leave it.
Right? No, you cannot see the Aurora Borealis from down here. I haven't. I think we're too far south. That's another name for the Northern Lights. All right? Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Janelle. Absolutely. Absolutely. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? That's why I have so much confidence. Well, no, Suzanne, no. You know, it's okay. I've had a lot of supporters, that have believed a lot of my story, but, some parts of my story are so outlandish, they're true. I swear to you, it's just as true as everything else.
No, it's not. It's not at all. But she can think that.
Just as true.
I know, right? I heard her say this earlier. You mean you guys didn't see it? It was on Bloomberg News and Fox News Financial and the Wall Street Journal. I bought No More Chisky's Lies for $1.8 billion. Yep. I'm paying it's like $2 a month for the next 850 years. Yeah. True story.
Just as true. All right. Show me a picture where you even made a political post. It was a plan.
Cheers.
And I don't even have to do it because Candace Owens going to just skewer her. That's all they have to do. Where the fuck did all the political stuff happen? Oh no, because they told her to copy Vanessa the Herinas, true story.
Oh yeah. For you guys that don't know, she claims that she says everything is true. She claims that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, that some people took Vanessa's image and gave it to AOC. I'm not making that up. She truly believes that.
But we're going to send her to Standing Rock, and at the same time, she's going to go Flint, Michigan, and Standing Rock at the same time. She's going to be like going all over the place and being like, this is how much I care. Right? But when you're debated on the issues with a person that's been talking about the issues since probably before you were even fucking born. Right? The world will see who the real one is. And Bernie, I never got to meet you. I never got to meet you because of these fucking people down here. I'm not even kidding. They didn't want you to find out about me. They didn't want you to find out about me.
Because they're
They
embarrassed.
didn't.
It's
They
embarrassing.
didn't. If you found out about me, then you would know that you were dealing with an imposter. That's right. But it's okay. Look, Kamala Harris, it was really hard. You had to really dig and dig and dig and dig. All you have to do with that one is go through her Instagram post. She didn't care about the environment. No. She never once mentioned Bernie Sanders. Never. Not one time. She announced her election after the planned Flint, Michigan, and Standing Rock. If you think I'm bad with this, wait till Candace Owens and the rest of them have her all over the news like a rag doll.
So she's got a beef with AOC, not because of her politics, but because she stole Vanessa's image. She stole Vanessa's image. That's why she doesn't like AOC. I'm being serious.
That's what happens. You don't do those things to good people. You don't do those things to good people. And I told you, your little friend that knew that I was going to New York because nobody else from the Rio Grande Valley went to the United Nations at a non-governmental organization and said, hey, I want to be on record. I don't know if anybody else before me or after me has ever come to the United Nations, but we're failing your entire sustainability chart.
Yeah, nobody has ever been to the United Nations, ever in the history of the United Nations. Only Vanessa.
In the Rio Grande Valley, we are living third world conditions in a first world country, and it's unacceptable. Where the fuck was she when she lived there? That's right, she's a fake. Right? Yeah. And you know what really upset me? Is the fact that your ass, you're just like these fucking haters. And I'm gonna say this because this is a real story and people are going to want to talk to me about it. And the only way to know the real one from the fake one is to speak to both of them. There's confidence that you can pretend to have, and there's real confidence.
I wish I could tell AOC. I wish I could tell her, Alex, Vanessa doesn't like you anymore. Oh my God.
My mere presence is enough to throw you off your fucking fake game.
Now, I'm not a fan of AOC. My opinion greatly differs because of my political stance. So I'm not a fan of hers. But Vanessa thinks she can out-politic AOC.
Oh, I'm talking about Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. I'm being serious. I am. Absolutely. My beating was December the 24th. It was overshadowed by the January the 6th riots. And you're going to have this little Hispanic... ain't nobody told you to pretend to be... You took my persona all the way to the left. Like a...
There it is. She said it. She was addressing AOC. She said, you took my persona all the way to the left. Emphasis on you took my persona. Now tell me, that's really mental. I'm not going to say the R word because apparently it's whatever. People don't like it, I guess. But she's mental. And you know what I mean by that.
A dumb ass. The United States is not ready for you. Even I knew enough to evolve. Even I knew enough to evolve. Right?
Well, evolving is not something you do consciously. Evolving is just something that happens in the course of life.
Shame on you. And you know what? It's just it's always the same. I get a lot of haters all the time in the very beginning, just like I did in my hometown. I'm gonna get a whole lot of leftists all over the United States. But then when they're going through her Instagram and being like, oh my God. Oh my God. And people think that it's funny, right? That I say, you will not find a picture of her wearing red lipstick before she began this serious appropriation of my persona.
Appropriation of her persona.
That matters. It matters. It matters. Right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because AOC has never worn any kind of lipstick before you. What woman has not put on red lipstick in their lifetime at some point or another? Even if you don't do it all the time. Just as a normal dude, when I think of women and I think of lipstick, I think red. What shade of red doesn't matter. I just think lipstick and red. That's feminine. I'm telling you, that's what you call, this is a true study in delusions of grandeur.
It matters.
And she believes every word of it. She's serious. She is serious. She believes every word that she's saying.
Right? But I challenge any the ladies with the purple and the blue hair. You're really not gonna like me, right? Right? You're not. And I'm really not gonna give a damn, because if I did, I wouldn't be authentic. Right? Your girl stole my persona. Okay? Right? Her friend knew that I was going over there. Can I meet you? My dad, he's a pediatrician in McAllen, and I'd like to meet you. In Washington Square at Whole Foods for 3 hours. I didn't think anything of it. I have autism. You know, I don't know. He was just interested. I should have known when you were taking notes, right? Andres?
So Andres is the guy that she did meet AOC. She did. when she went to New York. Andres made that possible. Good guy. I've had him on the program. And he said the meeting between him and Vanessa and AOC, and he does work for AOC. He's liberal. He's a Democrat, presumably, and he's an associate of AOC. So I had him on a program a couple years ago when all this nonsense started. He said the meeting between Vanessa and AOC was literally less than 10 seconds, and that was it, period. Never saw each other again. They never spoke again. They never communicated again. Nothing. Just that. That's how quick it was. Oh my God. I can't believe she said AOC was taking notes on what Vanessa. Red lipstick. Okay. Black shit around the eyes. Okay. Black shit around the eyes. Outrageous demeanor. Okay. All right. Loudmouth. Okay. Yeah. Loud. Really annoying. Okay. I have to be really annoying. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure that's what AOC was doing because,
And then you and Danny and Abel trying to do the sunshine movement here in the valley when y'all don't know a goddamn thing about science. Please. Oh my goodness. I'm being serious. People always doubted my story, though. They always doubted my story. But it's okay. It's okay. I promise you. It is so sad, though. And honestly, Bernie needs to stop. Bernie, I love you. Bernie, these people from the valley, they just wanted to be a part of something. Their lazy fucking asses could not even go all the way to San Antonio to defend you. That's the reason that I was asked to meet you. And that was the plan for my son, Jesse, and I to go meet you. And at the last minute, these evil fucking progressive people that never did anything with their fucking lives, by the way. You didn't. I'm still here fighting the good fight. Not giving a fuck. Oh yeah, you did. You tried to get a lot of women to get you tried to do the same shit with them that you did with AOC, and it just failed. You did do that for all.
Oh yeah, Bernie's watching. Bernie watches every night, right, Bernie? Yo, I'm not a complete fan, but I think you're a funny dude. I like Bernie. Not necessarily politically, but I like Bernie.
All those years. But the rest of you didn't do a fucking thing. Right? But you know what you did do? Right? You got one of your stupid little friends that also has not done shit. And she just wanted to meet Bernie. Yeah. So, Bernie, if you ever see this, yeah. These fucking desperate people from the Rio Grande Valley, the reason they used my story, sir. They used my story. They used the story of my son and me in order for us to be able to go and meet you. And at the last minute, these motherfuckers who talk about all the corruption, because there's some sweet progressive Democrats, are just as evil as the fucking monsters that they fucking talk about. Yep. And they switched me out with some fucking friend of theirs that hasn't done shit with her life.
Switched her out? So she actually thinks. Does she actually think she was in line for something? And they decided to back AOC instead of Vanessa? if you go over there to the any of the Democrats, you go to New York to any of the Democratic headquarters offices, 99.999999999999999999999 of the people there, if you ask them, hey, do you know who Vanessa Tijerina is? They're going to go, who? What? Who is that? And then that one slight percentage of a fraction of a micro percentage maybe is going to go, oh yeah, that wacko from over there in Texas somewhere. But that might be like one person.
It's the truth. I'm not lying. Oh my God, you're from a little town in, Wolsey County, and aren't you afraid that people from Hidalgo County are going to talk? Who the fuck is going to talk shit about me? Somebody who hasn't done shit with their lives? Please. Please! People from the Valley in Texas don't understand the seriousness of political appropriation. They don't. They skewered Kamala Harris for claiming to be black. Black. You don't think that little Mexican, that little Hispanic, that 3-lettered Hispanic, you don't think they're gonna skewer her ass when they find out the truth about her? It's not a difference of opinion, Suzanne. No, ma'am. It's not a difference of opinion. No. A difference of opinion would be, I, Suzanne, believe that AOC rose to power on her own. I believe that she was on the Bernie campaign, even though there's not one picture, and I doubt very seriously that they will find a list where she was on the organizers list. And she made not one fucking post on any of her social medias. No. That's not just a difference of opinions. That's not just a difference of opinions. It's not a waitress that got her degree, right? In economics.
She's so jealous. Oh, she's hella jealous of AOC. That's why she's acting like a little mean girl right now. Freaking 8th grade. 8th grade level antics right here.
But she came up with the Green New Deal. Sit the fuck down. But what bothered me the most,
let's see,
was that you're gonna sit there crying in the corner of a room. Oh my God, I'm so scared. I'm so scared of these, far extreme conservatives that are scaling the walls. Oh my God, I'm in so much. Nobody told you to go and act like me, girl.
Oh.
That's what you got. You thought you were a Billy badass. Acting that way in New York City, it's a whole other ballgame when you're surrounded by them, right? You know how I know? You know how I know? Because I told your friend in Whole Foods. It would be easier for a woman to do what I'm trying to do down there. It'd be easier for her to do it up there. And voila! His friend Alex became AOC. Yeah! Yes. That's not a difference of opinion. That is a follower of mine hell-bent on believing the fake rise, the inauthentic, ingenuous, fake rise of a woman who she wants the world to believe that in her heart, suddenly in 2018, she just decided to be who a woman in South Texas has been since she knew in second grade that it was wrong for her school to be named Robert E. Lee.
In second grade, she knew this, and it wasn't wrong for Robert E. Lee. But at second grade, she knew this. Yeah. This is borderline certifiable, you know.
Oh no, that she knew from second to third grade when she read Rachel Carson's Silent Spring, which is college level reading, the importance of protecting our environment. Now that's not a difference of opinion. That's Hill Country Fare, and this is cult classic. That's not a difference of opinion. I've been wanting to say
she just compared herself to a cult classic. How dare you? I don't have the how dare you soundbite here. Oh. You know, if she's going to compare herself to a Coke, then it's got to be that new Coke. Remember that new Coke in the 80s that failed? You can be the new Coke, Vanessa, but you'll never be the Coke classic. Yeah, that's no.
Say that for a really long time. I've been wanting to say that for a really long time. But it's really simple. You know, as much as they went after Kamala Harris, it's going to be much easier to disprove this one. And it's sad because Bernie has, he doesn't know. They've kept him in the dark. He doesn't know.
You know what? What is there, speaking seriously, what is there going to be to disprove about Alexandria Ocasio? She hasn't been in politics forever, just recently. So it's not like she has a track record, only the one that she's been making the last couple of years. Kamala had a whole track record to go and judge, of which she didn't do well. So there was a lot there. That's why it was easy to get on Kamala's case about her stuff. You know, but aside from being a democratic socialist, I don't know. I mean, it's funny. It's oh my God. It's comical. She's so jealous of AOC. She thinks she's better than AOC. It's like, you know what? Take it for what it's worth. AOC made it. She's there right now. She's making what, almost a couple $100,000. And she's doing what she believes in, and she's doing it. She's there doing it. Where are you? You're in your car doing a live at 11:30 at night because you got triggered by something that was on my videos. Right? Right. So before you start snapping your tongue at AOC, just remember, she's there. she's in. For all practical purposes, she made it. And the world is hers, and she's going to go and try to do stuff. Because she didn't stop, and she went there, and she didn't get arrested, and she didn't steal sunglasses, and she didn't defraud, the state of New York, and she didn't lose custody of her kids because she was on drugs. She did none of that. And even if you don't like her politics, whoever, at least she made it, and she's there. And the people that voted for her saw something that they believed in. So, STFU.
He doesn't know. He's just like everybody else that thinks. Yeah, you are, Suzanne. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. You've been doing that. I'm not kidding. You've been doing it. 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 That's how you see it, Suzanne. You have cognitive dissonance. You're one of those that they have succeeded in influencing. Okay? It's not a difference of opinion. If you care about my outcome, which means if you care about the injustice that happened to me with my children, how they hijacked my life, how people from the public thought so little of my life that they could beat my face off my face. Because instead of helping me, the police weaponized themselves against me. Then you would equally believe that this woman is a fucking fraud. No, Suzanne, you couldn't tell that something was up. You couldn't. Because even right now in this live video, look what you said. I do believe she's dead. What good has she done, ma'am? Other than berate. Other than have sound bites. Do you know how easy it is for me to be able to put somebody in their place? Where they convene? That's so easy to do.
Yeah, but guess what? You're not there doing it, are you? And you're not in Texas, in Austin, at the Texas Capitol doing it either. You never made it. Nobody believed in you enough to give you the votes.
Other than that, what has she done? Other than copy my shit wearing a blue shirt and slacks again, also. All right. But that's nothing, right? In the beginning, it was dresses and a red lip, right? But we're just gonna pretend like that, yeah.
Oh yeah, she's not jealous at all. Oh my God, it's embarrassing. I think I'm embarrassed for her. Like, really?
Yeah, she did the whole rolling up the sleeves, and we're gonna go and we're gonna do town, this and that and all this and that, and What has she done? What? Oh, no, she didn't. The Green New Deal was not hers. They needed to give her that. They needed that because that's all she had. She had nothing else. She literally had nothing else. Nothing.
All this from somebody who's got nothing, who made nothing, who never even got a quarter of the way as far as AOC got. If AOC turns around and looks back, she can't even see Vanessa. No contest. Like I said, AOC made it, and this one didn't.
You do not have a picture of this woman even holding a political sign. Ever. No. No.
What up, Kiki?
I can't hide the way that I feel because this is how I have felt. And how do you think I feel when one of my strongest followers has for years believed every part of my story except the fact that her little Princess AOC is actually who the fuck she says she is? I'll debate her in Spanish. That's how fucking fake she is.
You can't even speak.
The fuck is she gonna do then? I want to see her do that shit. I want to see how she actually speaks in Spanish to the people in her community, in the boroughs.
Her Spanish might be as good as your Spanish, so that might be fun to watch.
People that have been there for generations and generations that speak nothing but Spanish. That English is their second language. How does she communicate with them compared to somebody who is the real fucking thing? You cannot compare that with somebody who she appropriated me. It's like, mom, please, people don't even know. People don't know whose persona you appropriated. And when they find out how many homes of the poorest people in the nation she has been in compared to your fucking ass. Oh, well, I went door to door asking for votes. And what about it? And what about it? I went door to door trying to improve the lives of human beings.
This is like embarrassing. Like, no shame, man. And you know, and she's telling this because she's got all these fake watchers. Do you really think anybody's going to believe what you're saying? Do you really think these people are going to believe? Even your regulars. Do you really think they believe your story about this? And sending a message to those regular viewers of hers. I know we get some straddlers that come over here and then bounce over there and report to her and stuff. So you guys that are Vanessa, loyal Vanessa viewers, do you really believe what she's saying? Do you actually believe that AOC stole Vanessa's image, or that someone took Vanessa's image and gave it to AOC and told her she needs to wear red lipstick? If you believe that, I'm sorry, but you're gullible as fuck. This is laughable.
Yeah, that's a bone of contention with me. Don't worry about the lights behind me. Ain't nobody coming over here to do anything to me. Are you kidding? Please. I have a case in district court on Monday, and I'm gonna have my lawyer right there. No, you aren't gonna surprise me. You aren't gonna surprise me. Yes, I'm gonna show up with the lawyer. Yes. Yes, and not just him is asking about the protective order. What? Protective order? Oh, and during the protective order, your lawyer asked the judge to submit evidence of the officer planting evidence in your car, and he said no. Yeah. Then everybody's gonna get mad when everything's vacated. Well, and they're not gonna understand because they do not understand how the law works. So they're just gonna be like, oh, how can she get away with that? How can that happen? Because they don't understand how the law works down here. So instead of being like, she finally got justice, they're gonna be like, man, she gets away with everything. That's where I'm from. I'm not even kidding. That's where I'm from. That's where I'm from. That's where I'm from. Mm-hmm. That's where I'm from. Mm-mm. My goodness. My goodness. I don't know why people thought, you too, and I know that you're watching this shit. I know that you are. You have to. Danny, you have to be watching this shit. Abel, you have to be watching this shit. And Abel, wait until people see the way that you treated a woman in private message. That's you. That's you, Mr. Political. That's you, Mr. Making environmental platforms with Danny. And it's the, what's his name? Whose dad's a pediatrician? Who the hell? What does that have to do? What credentials does that give him? All three of y'all to be able to be talking, making environment. Kyanson. That's why you gave up on that and you were like, okay, well, maybe we can make a living by consulting women. You're not consulting. You are trying to make them be like me. What the fuck is wrong with you? And it failed because it's not authentic. You tried putting a cowboy. I felt so bad for that girl. The one that y'all had running against Henry Cuellar, pobrecita. Her hair is so thick that it wasn't even made to have a cowboy hat.
I want to skip through some of this.
You know she did not want to get on that damn horse.
Local politics crap.
And nothing. Compared to what Texas is going to do when they find out the truth. They may not love me right now. But when they find out that one of the most hated, and it's true, because these political folks down here in the reddest state of the nation, they have no qualms about letting you know that they do not like you, the progressive branch, especially. But you what? You what? I don't care if she's Hispanic and we don't care if she's Democrat. You what with one of our Texans? Yeah. Why do you think her fucking ass has never come over here to Texas? Right? She doesn't want to get too close to the real thing. And some of you that I met in New York City, shame on you. Shame on you. I'm so happy for you doing so well in Houston and everything, right? Because you are doing the best. You went to college and everything so that you can take care of all of these issues that are intersectional and very important in our society, right? But not once have you admitted what your fraud friend did. Not once. And I cannot wait to see what you all decide to do. If you're going to embrace that fraud and let that be your legacy too, or if you're going to stand up for what's right and what's right.
This is just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. Diarrhea of the mouth means nothing. Nobody cares. And I mean that sincerely. Nobody cares. Especially the people from New York and Houston and anywhere in between. This is, I don't know. Whatever.
Is standing up against a person who politically appropriated another human being. That's a real fucking thing. I would sooner vote for Governor Abbott as president than before I'd ever vote for her. He could do more. He's a stronger human and a stronger leader in a wheelchair than that fake ass will ever be on 2 feet.
Damn, she's... I'm telling you, she is really, really triggered by AOC. I don't know what the hell happened or what the comment was that brought that up, but oof. What did they say about a woman scorned? Oh.
All right. Valerie Grande says, what do you think of Sarah? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Sarah what? New book? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. And honestly, in regards to nonfiction books, unless you were a prisoner of war for years and years, or apartheid, don't talk to me about a true story.
Because nobody's true story is as real as mine. Nobody's true story. I don't care if you're battling cancer. My story is more important.
Do not talk to me about anybody's true story if they didn't even come close to surviving everything that I survived. Do you know what those kind of stories look like? That looks like child's play to me. I wish that was all I had to survive. My goodness, that was like a walk in the park. Wow. Wow. That's one hero's journey. One. But do you know how sad that is? That even if somebody wrote a book about 3, I went through 3 heroes' journeys. You didn't go through what I went through. So yeah, not only am I a woman that's dealing with all of these Tiger King interloping hateful people, in my community. Trying to take pieces of me and capitalize on it and think that they can do it better somehow.
Sorry. Rookie mistake. I was telling her, don't even compare your story. To someone who's battling cancer and fighting for their life. Really surviving, fighting for their life. Your little survival story is something that you are surviving yourself in your own head. And you know what? Nobody cares. Don't insult people that are fighting for their lives, who are really surviving compared to your little story. It's time to get on with your life.
You can't do anything better unless it's authentic.
And then I said, this is what I say to you.
Not only did my life get put on hold, not only did I really go and want to be a lawyer, and everybody knows what a wonderful lawyer I would have been. I went to go to New York and I visited the very school that I wanted to go to.
Then why didn't you?
Not only am I the most prosecuted woman in America.
Oh my God. That's a bullshit lie. She's not the most prosecuted woman in America.
Not only.
You mean your story is bigger than the Attorney General of New York, Letitia James, who now she's under the spotlight for mortgage fraud. Oh, are you more important than she is? Please.
Not only did they violate the HIPAA rights of my son just because they hated me. Not only did I have to survive all these fucking people in power that so many people love here in the Rio Grande Valley. Grandmothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, not caring about the damage that they did to somebody's life. Not only was I separated from my daughters for reasons that the public has no fucking clue about.
You mean driving while under the influence of narcotics? You tested positive. It was in your blood. See, these are all little details that are important that she doesn't want people to know. That's why she doesn't want my page around. That's why she insults me or whatever. She thinks she's hurting my feelings. That's why she says what she says. Because there's truth here to contradict her bullshit lies.
Which, if they did know, I wouldn't be the one that would be judged anymore.
I think I want to skip forward.
Not only did all of that happen to me, and not only was my face beaten and I was tortured, and a bunch of haters got away with being able to put my live videos of my torture up, not call the police, have a live stream, not have any of that be subpoenaed. Not only do I have a district attorney get to do whatever the fuck she wants, abusing her powers for a decade, right? And she's not in handcuffs. And all of the police officers that thought, oh, I'm going to get away with it with her, you keep thinking that. You keep thinking that. Not only did all of that happen to me, But my fucking destiny was swamped.
Her destiny was swapped
by some fucking fake in New York.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's what I have. It's so easy to dispel that person. It's so easy to prove that person a fraud. And you know what? You fucking hater. That's how much you hate me, right? Because you are a staunch hater behind the mic, conservative Republican, right? And you cannot stand AOC. But you hate me more, don't you?
I'm telling you, she loves to be hated. She's the thought that somebody hates her that much, it's turning her on.
Do you ever ponder why you do not like her?
Because she's a socialist.
It's because she fucking pretends to be the thing that you despise. That's why all these years I had to keep my mouth shut. Every time I was being political. Oh, you remind me of... You remind me of... Okay.
Said no one ever. Nobody has ever said, oh, you remind me of AOC.
You remind me of... Yeah, but I have so much other shit going on that I can't tell you that I remind you of the woman that's a fucking imposter.
Oh, she's an imposter now.
Because she politically appropriated me. Every talking point. Thank God that I documented everything on my social media. Every talk. Who was the first person to say change the political landscape? Go, haters! Go look it up. Go.
Change the political landscape. Okay. Okay. The phrase political landscape and its use in the sense of a shift or change began appearing in written English in the mid to late 20th century, particularly becoming more common in political commentary around the 1980s and 1990s. The exact first time the phrase was used with the word change is difficult to pinpoint, as it is an idiomatic expression that emerged in general usage over time rather than being coined by a specific individual or documented even. The use of the word landscape as a metaphor for a general situation or scene is common, and its application to politics evolved naturally as a descriptive term for the overall political environment. Political analysts and commentators frequently use the phrase to describe significant shifts in power, ideology, or party alignment, such as the majority party realignments that occurred in American history in 1896, 1932, or even in the 1960s. So she wants to say she coined the phrase political landscape.
They challenge all of you. Every fucking soundbite.
Challenge everyone. The truth is nobody cares. Yeah, that's wicked evil right there. You see that? Mm-hmm.
Hey, Marlene. She says, yeah, nobody believed me. Marlene seemed, because I had so many other things going on.
Uh-huh.
How crazy is that going to be? I'm going to sound like that's the way that people are. They're like, oh my God, there must be something wrong with her because not only does she claim this, not only does she claim this, there's no possible way that a woman could be damaged in so many ways. The problem has to be her, not the fucked up society that she survived. No, it has to be her. Yeah. I had to be judged like that. All people like Joe Rogan, fucking Governor Abbott, I can help you. Yes, I will. I will absolutely fucking work with Republicans to prove that what was done to me was fucking done to me.
They're not gonna help you because they don't care. This is all like old news. This is people have moved on. People have moved on. They've continued with their lives. And there are things that you just leave in the rearview mirror and get on with your life, do something productive. You know how they say somebody lives in her head rent free? Well, that's what she's doing. She's her own tenant in that empty house. And she never wants to move to move up and forward.
And I don't care what Democrats get mad. Because you know what?
No Democrats are getting mad because none of them give a they don't care. Nobody's thinking of you. Nobody's saying your name. Nobody knows that you exist.
There's a bunch of you fucking Democrats that sat around for the last 14 fucking years here in the Rio Grande Valley and didn't do a damn thing to help me. And what are you going to be doing 5 or 10 years from now? You're going to want to be my fucking friend. Bet. And I'm going to say no. But how can I help you? Marlene C. Throne says, Ms. V, when I came across your page a year and a half ago, I remember you were referring to AOC, but since I hadn't followed you before, that I didn't want to be Miss Ask-a-Lot. Now I see I caught it accurately who you were referring to. I liked AOC, but now I'm curious. You see, Suzanne? This is my point. The things that I said here were not new. She just happened to not hear them until today. So no, it's not a difference of opinion, because this woman right here, immediately, you see, my tribe is people that do not need to be convinced of the truth, because the truth is so glaringly obvious.
Is she saying it's obvious that AOC stole her image? Like, do you mean on this planet? Or, you know, I promise you, guys, nobody's making this comparison at all whatsoever. Theirs was a chance meeting of a few seconds, literally a few seconds. That's all. There was no meeting of the minds. There was no discussion. There was no dinner and chit chat. Not even coffee and chit chat. Not even chit chat. It was like a hi, boom, done. And I'm sure she remembers, and she only remembers, and I'm talking about AOC. She only remembers because Andres has been telling her about this one. And every once in a while, early on, she would tell her, like when he came onto my program, I assume, maybe not, but I assume at some point after that, this dude did a show, and it just, that, remember Vanessa, you met her in New York, blah, blah, and I'm sure that's all. They haven't discussed her at all since then. It is true. They did meet. She did meet AOC. They met each other through Andres. But it was a quick handshake, and in 2 or 3 seconds it was over, and there was no chit chat, no small talk or nothing. That was it. Because AOC was just Alexandria. She was just Alex then. She wasn't a thing yet. But this one is hella jelly, man.
Thank you. And you know what, haters? No. This woman, this is the kind of woman. I don't care all the AOC lovers and all them, this and that. She got a million followers, please. It won't be long till they migrate to the real thing. I have always known that.
They migrate to the real thing? So AOC's 1 million followers are going to come over to you now? Okay. Let's see. How many do you have right now? 67,000. She's had 67,000 bought followers for, the better part of 3 years. And then all her live programs that she does, she sends them to about a half a dozen Facebook groups that all their little business is to share the pages and get people to watch each other and give each other likes, give each other views. That's why in a short amount of time, she gets a high amount of views. That's why. And guess what? She just deactivated. Yeah.
But these people, she's a representation of the people that I always knew existed outside of the Rio Grande Valley.
You know nothing about outside the Rio Grande Valley because you don't get out much.
And how sad. I am probably going to be one of the things that is able to work with Republicans in a way that one never could. Because it's not about a fucking party. It's not about... Do you know that she even stood by... She was even the guard of the Democrats that... They had the nerve. When the Green Party had their Green Party convention at the University of Houston, these fucking Democrats they adopted the entire Green Party platform. No fucking shame. Why? They did it because everything the Green Party stood for, whether they had money or not, was all shit that Democrats should have been from the beginning. And they lost their fucking way. And then they wonder why they lose their elections. Right?
I know, KK. Same here. like I'm not necessarily a fan of AOCs, but I had this inkling to kind of, defend AOC. It's weird, right? I know what you're talking about.
Right? And then once since we're going to go ahead and adopt all of the Green Party's platform, let's just take credit for the Green New Deal.
And that's correct.
They did. Like the fucking thieves they are.
They actually made a press release and they said, "Yeah, we're not supporting her. We want nothing to do with her. No, thank you." That's true.
You're no better than the Republicans. Y'all are so bad that it's 2 years before the presidential election, and there's not one standout, wonderful, oh my God, we must vote this person in for president. But guess what? You're going to conceive of them. Yeah, yes, you are. And we're going to be like so frazzled that we're not going to remember this human wasn't doing. They didn't have the legacy. I don't remember ever. No, you don't. It's propaganda. It's propaganda. There is not one Democrat in the nation, not one, that possesses the energy that is needed to get people to go and vote Democrat. And that's the fucking truth, because if they existed, we would have seen them by now do amazing things. They would be doing amazing things right now. There was only one.
And that's true, but I mean, that's been out there in the news for months and months already. They have nobody. They don't. I think people are nervous to get behind AOC for her to be any kind of a leader, because she's too young. She doesn't have the experience yet. I think replacing Chuck with AOC would be a big mistake. Anyway, yeah, they don't have anybody. Gavin Newsom's trying to be that somebody. But even that dude, he took some kind of coaching, because he's working more with his hands. You ever notice this? Watch him speak lately in any interview. He's increased the usage of his hand gesturing. And anyway.
But everybody thought that he was too old. And that's Bernie Sanders. There was only one. That's why my fake went and attached to him like a leech. Because God knows that she could not carry such a campaign on her own. And God knows that I can.
Who's in a political office right now? I mean, just one guess. Who's in office right now and who's not? I give you a clue. AOC made it. She's there. Not you. She made it. So quit dumping on her. I can't believe I said that.
Oh, you don't believe me? Myra Flores is a Republican. Ran in I don't know how many counties, had millions and millions of dollars. Lost.
Good night, Kiki.
I'm a Republican. The Republican sweetheart. Lost against Vicente Gonzalez. She got like 50-something thousand votes. Me. in an election year where I was arrested 4 times. I had no money. I had no tents. I had no commercials. I had no hateful people that can't even fucking vote for me rooting me on my page. And I still got more votes than her.
People who voted straight Republican, you got that vote by default. So they didn't vote for you, they were voting for party. AOC got in. Again, where's AOC right now? Oh, let me remind you. She's probably, let's see, it's 12:30 in New York. She's probably snuggled up with the BF up in her, $5,000 a month apartment and watching the traffic of New York City, Manhattan, outside her from her window, enjoying her evening. That's what she's doing. She made it. So quit dumping on her for it. Enough already. Look how smug she is. Like she's got something over AOC, which obviously she doesn't. My God, why am I defending AOC again?
That's another one. I'm gonna wear cowboy shirts. All the females, they all styled themselves after me.
After you.
Who was the first person in the nation to do a live campaign?
Oh my God. Is she gonna say she was the first person in the nation? Let's see.
What are you gonna do, hater with the mic? No, she's not the first one. Find me somebody that did it before me.
I'm sure there were a lot of people.
That's right. Nobody did. No one did.
You're too full of yourself.
Not one fucking political person in the Rio Grande Valley ever pressed live.
Oh, she said in the Rio Grande Valley. Not ever or anywhere, but in the Rio Grande Valley.
Ever campaigned live, ever utilized social media until I did. I blazed that fucking trail. I did it. The one they laugh at. The one they failed to help. It was me.
As it's been said in sports, none of that matters unless you win at the end of the game. That's the only thing that matters. But did you win? Nope. Then none of that matters.
These are no visionaries. These are people that rely on their family members and fucking friends to get them voted every fucking time. Because they know that they live in an area where the majority of voters who have all the voting power, more than their family and friends, don't have enough to believe in another human being. And so that's why the same ones get voted in over and over and over again. The only one who changed that was me. I had people that were Democrats and libertarians. I had people crossing party lines, registering to vote, going to vote for the first time, taking their entire family for the first time. A woman who literally spent zero compared to a man that spent $2.1 million.
Good night, Christina.
Yeah. who went on a hate page of a man, the very man that showed the pictures of my beating. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. My friend, Senator Lucio. Yeah, his campaign wasn't even like, don't fucking go on a hate page. What are you doing? Don't go on a hate page. And guess what? He never ran for office again. I wonder why.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it was because of you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, all that is true. Like, yeah, you can't even say, you know what, she's so crazy, she's lying. Nope, not one lie told. Anyways, she goes on to say, I hadn't followed you before, but I didn't want to be Miss Ask-A-Lot. Now I see I caught it accurately who you were referring to. I like AOC, but now I'm curious, what is it that happened between you and her?
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Never mind everything I said. What is it that happened between me and her? This woman would never be friends with a woman like that.
Because you couldn't be friends with a woman like that.
This woman
she doesn't want you as a friend.
Deception like a dog senses fear. I am insulted that anybody would consider a no. We had a mutual friend. It's very simple. He saw me going to New York. I have his messages on my phone. Can I please meet you? His friend is Alex. You know her as AOC. You know what's so funny? That's the same bullshit question that everybody always asks. Why does Ofelia Moreno hate her? Were you once friends? Ew. No. Why does John Allen hate you? Were y'all once friends? Ew. No. Why is it so hard to believe that all of these people at the local, at the county, at the state, at the national level saw one woman and lied to themselves and said, I can do it better? Why is that so hard to believe? Why? Why is it so hard to believe that somebody can be that much of a thief? Why is the explanation always a falling out between neighbors, a falling out between friends? Why is it hard to believe that people are that evil? Why? When you put it that way, whether you realize it or not, you are removing the evil element. You realize that, right? I was wrong about you. I was giving you too much credit. Forget what I said. I gave you too much credit. No, you're not part of my tribe. You're not part of my tribe. You're not part of my tribe. My tribe are the people that are going to look at this and say, Vanessa never knew who the fuck she was, but she knew who the fuck Vanessa was because they had a mutual friend who met Vanessa, who begged Vanessa, who said, my dad is a pediatrician in McAllen. Can I meet with you? And took notes. And when Vanessa lost her election, he coached her to be me. Right? But that's why is that so difficult to believe? fuck do I have in common with some fake ass broad from freaking New York? What plights do we have? She's not in New York surrounded by conservatives. She has lived in a place since she was born, surrounded by people that are exactly like her. She had zero to survive.
I was looking at my messages between
Was raised and fostered in
Andres,
a place that is the most
that mutual friend of hers, who
for a
how she
to survive
got to meet AOC.
in the reddest nation. In the reddest state in the nation. In the reddest state. Surrounded by white folks who hated that I said that Black Lives Matter. That I said I agree with Kaepernick taking a knee. George Floyd was killed by an officer. I would never be friends with a woman like that. No. That's insulting. That is insulting. And I'm going to read your last sentences. It says, I like AOC, but now I'm curious. What is it that happened between you and her?
Nothing.
So we're reducing this to a squabble between... You are no better than a man.
How's that a squabble? You haven't noticed you've been a mean girl the last hour, dumping on AOC, and you want to say that's a squabble? Like,
You are no better than a man. You are no better than a man. This is what it felt like, Suzanne, right here. She is actually closer to you than what I thought. Were you two friends?
nope.
The woman was born and raised in New York City. I was born and raised in the Rio fucking Grande Valley. How am I gonna be friends with that person? She's 20 years younger than me. She could probably be my daughter.
I saw her in person once because I was trying to support someone from the valley I thought had good intentions. I spoke to her and gave her advice about running for office. I only saw her this one day. She didn't have any knowledge about policy or the specifics. When AOC became famous, she tried to make people in the valley believe that AOC copied her look and her ideas because of me. That's him talking. Which is insane. Simply be associated with the Green Party in 2016 means absolutely nothing. And he went on to say, like, someone needs to write a play or a movie about Vanessa's delusion. And the meeting was more than a few minutes, but there was nothing there, according to him.
That's what I'm going to have to deal with. That shit is what I'm going to have to deal with. And thank God.
You don't have to deal with it. Somebody asks you a question. Were you friends? You just say no, and that's it. Next question, next comment. Move on, get on with your life. See, you create these problems, and you you make a mountain out of a molehill. Something that was not even a molehill. Just a fucking question. Yes or no? Were you friends? Yes or no?
That there are people like Candace Owen, whether you hate her or not, I don't care what you call her, she's gonna prove all of you wrong. Because that is much easier than Kamala Harris. Much easier. I'm sorry. And this is how I know when you're not sorry. When you're not sorry. When you make statements like this, it is because that's exactly how you feel. I'm sorry, not wanting to be presumptuous or rude. I'm just very curious. Oh no, you were being rude. You were being rude. Because you were trivializing it.
She wasn't being
watering
rude.
it down, and you were making it seem like this was a bickering between two women.
You see how she just she created something that was not even there. The lady just asked, what happened between you guys? Because she doesn't know if you were friends or not. And then she asked, were you friends? And you could have just explained yes or no. No, we weren't friends. There's no riff. It's just that, and then tell her what you think. She stole my personality and, my image and blah, blah, blah. Instead, she gets like this.
Yes, ma'am.
Classic Vanessa.
I'm screenshotting that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Screenshot it. Why?
Yes, yes, indeed.
This is like MySpace.
Yes, indeed. That weak ass woman would never be my friend. That woman has never, ever, ever. What adversity has she overcome?
What adversity? Well, first of all, she's a democratic socialist, and I'm sure she's getting a lot of adversity. And yeah, she was young when she got in, and I'm sure she's had to grow up real fast. The School of Hard Knocks. Where are you? Sitting in your car at almost 1 a.m. the other night. Okay.
Tell me what adversity she has overcome. Tell me. Tell me. What adversity? Right? Fostered, living in, surrounded by people that were exactly thinkers, exactly like hers. Why do you think that she can't get, her and Bernie cannot get the rest of America to vote for her? The Appalachians ain't gonna vote for her. The South is not gonna vote for her. Nobody's gonna vote for her but New York until they find out the truth about her.
What truth about her? Hey, Grandma Rock. What truth about her? She's so young. Does she even have anything to hide?
Houston until they find out the truth about her.
She's gonna stay in New York for a while. She don't care about Houston or the Appalachians. She cares about New York. That's all that matters right now.
El Paso until they find out the truth about her. California until they find out the truth about her. That's it. That's fucking it. They have no chance. That's what happens when you try to swap destinies with somebody. And I don't appreciate you coming over here and framing a question like that and trying to reduce.
That's gold, Jerry. Gold. Swapping destinies with AOC.
Reduce it to two women that, they must have been friends. I made my first Bernie speech back in 2015. Where the fuck was she? Go look on every social that she has from 2014 to 2018 when she decided to run. You tell me what your beloved... What did you like about her? When she did not live a life of her beliefs. I'm the one that lived a life of her beliefs.
Uh-huh.
Take that rhetoric off my page. This is not the page for you. The page for you is the counterfeit. That's the page for you. I'm being serious. This is a very serious thing. Unless you have had your life appropriated, you will never understand.
Your life appropriated. Oh my goodness.
Mira. Que feo. I don't like that. Suzanne, what do you mean that I'm still coming for you? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Alex is 36.
It took you years to not say anything.
She just turned 36, October 13th.
You act like the minute that I told you how hurtful it was, that you stopped. No, ma'am. Up until today in this live video, you said, "Oh, it's just a difference of opinions." The shit that I just told that woman applies to you. The fuck has that woman over there in New York City done? What adversity has she overcome? What corruption has she survived? When she opened up her damn mouth about Mayor Adams, when they were targeting him before the newest mayor, she had the nerve to open up her goddamn mouth and say, "I'm calling for his resignation." Shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down, because you are a congresswoman, and innocent until proven guilty is one of our constitutional rights. Who the fuck are you?
Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. I think that's who they were asking how old she is. She's 36. She just turned 36. If you want to know how old Vanessa is, if I remember correctly, I think she's 47, if I'm not mistaken.
That's your girl. That's your girl, and that's the other woman's girl. Qué bonito. Qué bonito. No, don't tell me that you wish you... Man, I wish you would have stopped years ago. Suzanne, I wish you would have stopped years ago. Because a true friend would have been like, "Oh my God, Vanessa, those are not coincidences." What?
Get the fuck out of here.
What? Do you want me to embarrass her right now and open up? I bet you money that she is clear. You will not see nothing before Standing Rock. Nothing.
Nobody cares. You know what? I'm going to skip forward. We got to see. The video is 2 hours and 2 minutes long. We are at 1 hour and 47. And this is already boring about, you know, I feel neglected. Okay, hold on.
It's done. When she realizes, "Oh, I know what he's trying to do. He don't know how to do it. Let me show him how the fuck it's done." Don't try to humble me. There's nobody on the fucking planet who has lived my life who has the ability to teach me a fucking lesson. If you cannot be kind and loving and understand my value, then you are my opposition. And that is a position that you chose. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Oh my God, I can't believe she just said.
And I was thinking, is that why you do what you do to me? Because all you have is to deal with a bunch of hyenas in your life. Those are your options. And so the only way to... Because I'm sure that some of them have some good qualities, but nobody has all the qualities. You know it, and I know it. And I came to the conclusion today, or a hypothesis. Does he do this? Because this is the only way that... to force me to survive you, basically to battle you, takes away my femininity. If you were a critical thinker,
No,
then you would understand that you should be turned off even more by them. Why? Because not only do you have to resort
they were less than 5 minutes, less than 3 minutes from finishing.
to trying to make me react in a way that somehow makes them look better because you're not making them react.
Cool,
Right?
Becky. Thank you.
But on top of that, they could never fucking survive anything. So do not ever flex on me.
Say, biatch. Anybody can flex whatever they want on you, towards you, at you. If you don't like it, it's too bad. I'm sure you'll block them.
Trying to be a hero for somebody when you can't even be a hero for yourself.
Oh, you should look in the mirror and say that. Look in the GD mirror and say that.
And the fact of the matter is that I'm more capable of being your hero and your hyena's heroes. And I do it with a fucking smile on my fucking face. Don't do it, sir. All right? I told you I had enough of you. Okay? I love y'all. I love y'all so much, okay? I'll see you in 4 weeks. I meant everything that I said. Everything. I've gotten to the point where I'm pretty just sick and tired of people trying to water down my survival. No. Right? And I'm tired of people thinking, oh, well, I'm gonna use... Shut the fuck up and sit down. Shut the fuck up and sit down. All right? You're either gonna want to be part of my life and you're gonna be nice and you're gonna be sweet to me, or you are going to go and kick fucking rocks. All right? And the world needs to know who the fuck you are so that other bitches don't try to do what you have lied to them about what their capabilities are. Right? Okay, don't be embarrassing yourselves.
Yes, Sunday gravy. I plan to. I just want to make sure I have enough regular content. I don't want to just put a subscription and, you know, I want to be fair and not have enough to offer, you know. So I'll get there eventually.
Yes, remember I told you. You and the clique you claim, your harem of hyenas, right?
Harem of hyenas.
Were born with something that I wasn't born with.
A brain?
And unfortunately, the majority of the population
Oh.
is afflicted with the same thing. Yes, it's an affliction. You and them, your biggest fear is humiliation, because all of you care so much what other people think of you, because if they knew the truth about all of you, because you are so inauthentic and you live inauthentic lives, you know that all the opportunities in your life would cease to exist. You'd be mortified. And me, I can survive it all. Shit, we all know what's out there, right? Right? I wasn't born with that. I don't care what the world thinks of me. I care about what I think about the world. Alright? Do not ever fucking contact me again. Unless you're gonna do right by me. Right? Fuck you and your hyenas.
Wow. Somebody was not a happy camper. Someone got really triggered by that woman. I wonder who that was. So, anyway. All right, we're going on 2.5 hours. You want to call it a night tonight. I wanted to do this auction. I got a new pair. We're going to do a waffle. I'm going to call it a waffle for a brand new set of Apple AirPods and an Apple Watch. That's what we're going to do. I was just going to do it tonight. I didn't know how long of a video she was going to do. But yeah, this went a little bit longer than I wanted. Let's see. Was the guy who was on live with you? Forget his name. You're talking about Bam. Bam's busy. Bam works for the state of Texas, and so he's got to be very careful how he speaks, if you know what I mean. If you remember how he speaks, well, now he's not so free to speak that way because of his employer. So since he gets really animated whenever I react to Vanessa, and he tends to just lose control. So he's just going to back off a little bit. We have other topics. Like tomorrow, he'll be with me tomorrow. And so, yeah, unfortunately, that's the thing now. With certain employers and social media rules, employee handbooks are now being rewritten to add and include extensive social media rules. And yeah, he's got to be a little more careful now because he doesn't want to ruin, and I don't want to, ruin a good gig that he's got, right? So that was interesting. Man, I had no idea she was. I mean, I knew that she was salty against AOC, but today's display was, yeah, hella jelly. Hella jelly. And it's funny. It's funny to see. Yeah, I'll grab Bam for tomorrow. We'll be on tomorrow afternoon. And then we are going to do the AirPod raffle, maybe even the Apple Watch. I said this before. I thought about doing a combo. The watch with the AirPods. Like, ooh, that might be good. That might be cool. But we'll see. We'll do that tomorrow. You guys have a great night. Thanks for being here with me on a Friday night, enjoying some online shenanigans. Yes, Sunday Gravy, you missed it. She went there. She was on AOC for a good while. She was very triggered. Catch a little bit of the replay. She definitely went there with the AOC. Very jealous of AOC. All right, guys, have a great night. Thank you for being here. Keep up with the comments. and we will talk to you later. Hasta la pasta, everybody. Good night.